Hello, everybody. Okay, I think that's straight. So I'm on a little bit early tonight, earlier than you're used to seeing me on a Friday night, because I have something special. Just waiting for it to come up. And it's being a little sassy, so sorry about that. There we go. I can't talk to you if I can't see you. All right. So, as the title of this video says, I am going to go through the Elle's Studio Document December kit, which I got in the mail earlier this week, and I have been very patiently waiting to open it up with all of you. I will do a live tonight after I'm done with this. So just so you know, the live is definitely coming. I will reiterate that a couple of times. This is just this piece of it. I'll be live closer to my normal time between 6:45 and 7 o'clock. So you can watch me open this up or come back later, depending on what works for you. So I did have to put a little Post-it note over this because I realized my address is there. So here's the box, and I did get a couple of other things that weren't in the Christmas kit. This is how the Document December kit comes. So I'm going to show you that first, and then we'll go through the additional pieces that I bought. So let me get my knife. And actually, maybe I can actually open this. Oh, maybe I can. Yay. And that stayed intact, so that's nice. And I'm sorry, I know some people don't like packaging, but it's kind of fun to watch it get opened. All right, so that's that. So one of the first things that I'll show you is they've started including these. They did this last year for sure. I don't remember if it was the year before. But this is the 2022 calendar. I used to have to print one off from a website, but now these come as they are. And I'm hoping, yeah, that's pretty good. It's not, I was worried it was going to glare for you, but it's not. So it's nice because this is 2022. There's a little bit of decoration on it. I've always kind of decorated it before. So that's that. If you're just joining me, I'm going to do this kit before I start doing anything else tonight. So that's that. Also included the kit is a set of chipboard numbers for day 1 through 31. Now I go to day 32 for sure because I always go through the 1st of January. So I'll play with that. I know I have some red and white alphas, or I could use something. I tend to mix these. I don't usually always go with just the one set of numbers, but we'll see how that goes this year. It is kind of nice to have them, and you don't have to worry about trying to come up with them from your stash like we used to have to do back in the old days. Then they've included a set of these Christmas tradition stickers here. So these have they're almost like a fabric texture, but there is a little bit of dimension to them. So kind of some black and whites, some tags, labels, some trees, stars, hearts, little snowflakes, then some word labels there. And then on the back, again, some more of these pieces, lots of phrase stickers here, and some kind of faux washi. So that's a nice little sticker sheet there. Also in the kit here are these holiday puffy label stickers, and these are just in the red, green, navy, and white. So again, this year the colors are the red, green, navy, and black. I like to mix in a little bit of aqua because that is a color I like. Just in case you're joining me, I am going to do a live once we're done with this, just so that you know that. But we'll do it as a separate video. So here are the cards, and let's start out with the 4x6 cards because they fell out first. I'll kind of show you what they look like. So there's 4 4x6 cards. They are just single-sided here, which actually is kind of nice because you don't have to decide what side to use. So it's kind of nice, simple. I like putting those in a pocket. Sometimes I'll put, like on this one, it would be really nice to put a 3x4 card here if you didn't want to journal, or 3x4 photo here if you didn't want to journal. So those are the 4 4x6s. And then I'll just kind of do the 3x4s as well. I'm in love with that already. That will be my favorite. I don't need a ton of these 3x4s because I have tons of them. But there's always colors that I use up that I can use from year to year. So there's these. Oh, this is cute too. This little photography one. There's a tag one. This is cute, December by the numbers. So that's kind of a cool thing. So like lights on the tree, cookies baked, cookies ate, gifts purchased online, gifts wrapped, stockings hung, movies watched, visits, letters to Santa, cups of cocoa, photos taken, and moments to savor. So that's kind of nice. There's this Let's Eat card, and then I might run out of room here. I do kind of like those 3 sort of tag looking. So you could use the card like that is or cut it up because sometimes I do that. And then they've got that sugar cookie theme in here again too. There was a sugar cookie set a couple of years ago. This one says tradition, just a green and white, a red, notes from Christmas Eve, notes from Christmas or day, and then all about our Christmas tree. Usually they include one of those every year. So those are the 3x4 cards, so you can see them. So this one is probably the only one that you really can't journal easily on. I mean, this one you can't. This is a nice like filler. And last year I used a couple of things like this, and I just punched a hole in them and just stuck them kind of in my binder. It was kind of a nice thing, and then sometimes I put a photo on the back or nothing at all. It was like a little filler thing or something breaking it up. And I didn't count these. Let me count how many I have here. So 3x4s, we have 18 3x4s and then 4 4x6s, so that you know how many those are. And that might be a harder problem if you don't have a stash, but you can always make cards out of plain paper and red. So, but I have plenty of a stash. This is a nice supplement to what I already have. So let me just do that so you can see that. And then they do have some die cuts here. One thing I discovered last year is that it was a lot of labels and that kind of a thing, and I missed having kind of more themey die cuts. So I'm thinking about how I'm going to make that work this year. So let me just kind of turn these over. There's a lot of them here. There's that nice December 2022, so if you want to use that for a front of your album, you can do that. Lots of cute little checklists and remember this. There's a magical moment. So little kind of title things. Sometimes I like to put those on a little on the photo, or sometimes I'll do something like this where I'll put a little title on a card too if I don't need that kind of area. So I'm not going to worry about turning these over completely. This is just giving you an idea. And I tend to try to keep my current year together, and any stuff that I have from past years I do pull. And I always do at some point, usually in November, late November, I'll do a video showing you what I'm using for the season and how I organize it. I kind of organize it in general the same way every year in a basket, but it kind of shows you what I'm using. You'll see at that point my album. I'm still trying to decide what album I want to use because I'm thinking about the one that I used last year. It's not as thick, and hopefully we'll have more activities than last year because my poor boyfriend was exposed to COVID right before Christmas, and we didn't do a big family Christmas in my family, and we didn't, not that it would have been big, it would have been with my sister and brother-in-law, and we didn't do one with his family. I have heard that at least one of my nephews and his family are coming home, so that'll be nice. So there are the die cuts. So trees, candy canes, stars, hearts, lots of labels, some little subtitles or titles, these little December pieces here, so you can add the number in, or it's just a little journaling spot. So lots of good die cuts here. I am, as I said, I'm looking at a couple of other collections to pull some more die cuts from, because I just don't think that I have enough for kind of normal scrapbooking. Like there's not a Santa in here, and I like to see those for my grandkids, that kind of stuff. So I have to look at my, not that I really need any product, but a lot of times I use up my like greens or my solid red pieces. So I have some collections I'm eyeing right now for those kinds of things, and I'll take a look at their die cuts. I kind of wanted to see what I had here, and then kind of go from there. It's something, I have a long weekend this weekend. I've been off since yesterday, which has been lovely. So 3x4 cards, 4x6 cards, the die cuts, puffy stickers, flat, more cardstock-like stickers, the calendar, and the chipboard stickers. So this is what you get in your kit itself. So let me kind of put that away. And then I did get add-ons, so I'll show you what I got for the add-ons. All right, so I did buy 2 packs of the paper. So there's 36 by 8.5 inch sheets in here. I love using these every year. There's stuff that like this green, solid green will go fast. This and solid red will go fast. So let me open one of these so you can see it. I know last year I used up pretty much everything in my pack, and I had 2 packs of them last year. So it's called Twinkle. So there's a sheet of these labels. So it says 30, so I'm guessing there's 15, yeah, 15 different designs. So there's the label sheet. There's this green dot sheet. And these are nice because you can cut them in half and you can fill that 4x6 photo holder. This is a cute pattern and it's new. So a little tree, candy, that kind of stuff. A sheet of graphed paper, so those are nice for making 4x6 cards. One of my favorite things that they do here, which is this lovely stripe. There's a red diagonal stripe. There's a red dot paper just like that one. Here is a red snowflake paper. A red heart. There's a little pink and red kind of word paper. So we see that some of that pink coming through here, which is nice. This is like, sort of like, it's not a ledger paper. I don't know what to call this, but definitely you could do lots of writing in here, and you could cut them into a couple different sizes here if you wanted to. So let me put that one here so we can see it. Woo! This one's a little busy, but kind of fun. And I'm going to separate these last two. So there's this candy stripe in red and green, and then this nice green star and the stripe. So those are all the different papers within this Twinkle sheet. And I did not write down anything for pricing this time. I forgot to do that. But it's all, I don't know how, I didn't look to see if everything was still available on the website, but I imagine it's pretty close to that. I did buy these Jane Tile Alphabet stickers in the green because that was one color that I was kind of short on, was this like kind of deep green, and I use it for regular scrapbooking too. So that's a piece that I did get. I did get these 'Tis the Season chipboard stickers. So these are some of the phrases that you saw in the die cuts, but now they're chipboard and a little bit higher. I love these when they do these cookies. I always make cookies every year, so I love using those on those pages. So that's kind of fun. Then, well, I'll just pop these up here so you guys can see what I did for extra. Then I did get 2 of these. These hearts and stars are so cute this year. So they're mini. You can see that they're mini compared to my fingernails there. And they're in the navy green, red, pink, black, and white. A couple different, and stripes and polka dots. And so those are going to be really fun to use. And I always use the navy up first. I wish they'd just do whole sheets of navy. This is, I knew it didn't have many of the phrase stickers left. So that's what these are the Christmas phrase stickers. And this one is 2-sided. And it is like the other stickers I showed you where it's like a cardstock sticker, but it almost has a fabric texture to it. So these are full, both sides here, which is awesome. Then, last but not least, I also got 2 of these Christmas tags. I like to use these for journaling, so let me pull them out so you can see. I have a couple of other, I have like a notebook tag set and also a colored tag set. So making a list here, let me get the big ones. These big ones first. This would probably go on a layout. You know, those for me, these are gonna go on layouts, these big ones. But these other ones you can pop in pockets. So these are super, super cute, fun to use. Oh, this is that 3x4 card now made into a tag. So I'll be using that one because it's one of my favorites. Just a green one. The Mary, that it's not ledger, like notebook twinkle. And a green, and then the property of the North Pole. I love to use that on my grandkids' layouts with Santa. So, oh, thanks, Tiffany. I will I'm going to do a live after this, just so that you know that I've said that, but I'll definitely be doing that. So if you want to stay with me, and then you'll know I'm going to shut this video down and then start a new one for a live for later. So there are our tags, and I have 2 of them. So I have 2 of those now, which is exciting to me because that's probably one of my favorite pieces. I'm a sucker for stripes like this. I really am. So that's always makes me excited when I see those. So those are the Christmas die cut tags. And I think the website for this is shopellestudio.com. They do send along oftentimes tags, so extra little 3x4 cards or thank yous or something like that. So in this case, they sent this heart one and then a few of my favorite things. So those will go into, I'm not sure, that doesn't look green, doesn't look like yeah, I don't know that that's green. I think this is actually aqua because it really matches my mat, which is aqua. So they'll go in my regular 3x4 card stash, but that's my little free. Then I don't know if it was for this month or last month, but they did these green labels, but they're like a lighter-y, more shamrocky green, not this dark green. So I did get 2 of those. I usually get 2 anytime I buy them. So this isn't any of the Christmas product. Then I got this Lost in a Good Book stickers sheet. I've been reading a ton. Today I just finished my 100th book of the year, which is crazy. I was gonna try to slow down my reading this year, and obviously it has not happened. So I'm really excited about using this. See, this is this green to go with this, and there's kind of like a mauve-y, purpley color, and that kind of stuff. So that and the back. This is nice. This is a huge, 2 huge, oh, actually they're all individual stickers. That's kind of cool, and like a bookshelf. So that's fun. All right, so that's that. And then lastly, the extra piece I got with this, which is this wood trick or treat. I love using those every year on my grandkids trick or treat layout. So that's why I got it. I found it. I think this might even be, yeah, it's from last year. So just a little additional something to put into my stash that I will be using. Okay, guys, so there is all of the Christmas product that I bought. You won't see Christmas from me again until later November, and that's at that point Then I'll do a live organization video so that if you happen to be around, you can pop on and ask me questions as I do it. But you'll see that's where I pull all my supplies and get them organized and show you how I do it, not just for my December daily, but for my Christmas scrapbooking in general. All right, you guys, so I am going to shut this feed down. I'm going to take just a minute or two break to get stuff back on my desk that is not Christmas related, and then we'll do a live stream. So if you haven't hit the bell notification, you can do that and you'll know when I come back up, or just keep your eye out because I will be back in just a few minutes. Thanks, everybody.